Hey guys, MTast here, and today we're going to be looking at Anarchy. This is the new Fallen-styled grenade launcher that you can get from the new raid Scourge of the Past. I believe you can only get it from the final chest though, so you're going to have to power up and beat the final boss. As for perks, they're all pretty basic. Moving Target is a somewhat helpful perk depending how you like to use this. High velocity rounds allows you to send these grenades down range. But the interesting thing is arc traps. Grenades stick to surface and chain arc bolts to other mines. What? That's right. You shoot these little grenades at the ground, and if they stub their toe on the electric current, it's going to chain to them and kill them. It's actually kind of fun to use. It's a little weird, but it's cool. Now, the more of them you shoot, the bigger and more different the pattern will be. You can make little triangles, you can make little stars, you can draw a dick if you want, which is always a bonus if you're using an exotic. But if you're only shooting one, it could be, it doesn't do like anything. You might as well just hit your target straight on. So you pretty much always have to use two if you really want to use this exotic, if you really want to feel the power. But I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm a little lacklustered by this. Now, against single targets, this does seem like it has some value. It seems to melt this. Like, this boss is a pretty tanky boss. And when you throw a couple down, like, you hit pretty hard. His health bar really starts to drop. Now, this is some sustained DPS. You can see that it did some pretty solid damage to him. But I'm wondering, if I did the same thing with my 1,000 voices and just kind of front-loaded all the damage, would it be pretty much the exact same experience? I'm not exactly sure. Doing the math on this is pretty tough. I don't know how hard this thing hits. It seems to hit hard against bosses, but it's just like, there's so many little damage ticks. And does it double damage when he walks over them? If he stands on it, does it do more damage? I don't know. The other issue is against mobile or tanky targets, there's going to be situations where they run through and they don't die, and it just doesn't do that much. They literally have to stand right on top of it. And so anything that's a little bit more agile is going to say, no, I don't want to stand in this damaging field, and just jump right out of it. So if you took this into PvP and someone decides, hey, I'm going to super you, you can make all the traps you want. You can send out as many as you want, and there's lots of times where they're just going to sprint through it. They're going to get past it. You cannot do enough damage fast enough to kill them, unless they're absolutely idiots, right? I mean, I'm sure I'm playing this stupid. I'm sure there's more I could do, but there's a lot of opportunities where it feels very lackluster. Now, against weaker enemies, and if you are a trigonometry professor and you can do all the proper angles and hypotenuse and 90-degree angles, then yeah, maybe you can make some cool plays happen with it. And honestly, the fun factor is there. Because of how this weapon performs and what you can do with it, it's a really cool experience.
I'm not, dude.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Whoa, dude.
Right,
Just
right.
creates an electrical claymore field on the ground.
They ran through it, for sure.
And then just died.
You can hear the giggles when it's used. The things you can do with it are so unique, so interesting. You can throw them on the wall, you can throw it behind them, you can hit them directly. It has a cool feeling to it. It just isn't the best. Especially when you look at how easily you could kill them with a regular grenade launcher in a lot of situations. You're gonna find with this weapon, there's a lot of times where they're just out of the hitbox and they stay alive. Or you shoot them just far enough apart so that they don't chain together. Now, this is user error, I understand, but in a panic situation when there's multiple people, you want your heavy weapon to work. And there are a lot of times where this just won't. There can be 5 people on your radar. You can have the Mona Lisa of arc traps. Look at this, watch this. A little chain here, a little chain there, a little chain here, a little chain here. Wow, there, boom. I killed one person with it. I killed one person with it. That thing was zigzagging, it looked so good, and it did nothing, even though there were so many people on my screen. Now, if you watch it again, you can see that I do zone some of the opponents and my teammates are able to get the kills, but it just, if I was using a grenade launcher here, I could have got like a 5-piece, I could have got like a Slayer, and instead I walk away with like 1 kill. You know, it just feels off. It feels like I'm sacrificing my kill potential for delayed, maybe harder to use kill potential. And so with this exotic, I think it is more of a playstyle and fun thing to do than necessarily a good exotic to use in PvP. I'm sure that there's going to be clips out there where someone wipes an entire team and it looks amazing, but the opportunities that happens, the amount of times that you will successfully do that are very, very slim. Typically, when you start shooting these at people, they're going to start running away, and if they're flying through the air, there's a lot of opportunities where you simply won't damage them because they're too vertical above it. I think that it's a fun weapon to use. I think that it's actually pretty solid in PvE against bosses, but I don't know if this is something that you need to go do the raid for in itself. Some of the other legendary items in the raid, yeah, they're actually really good. But for this, it's an average exotic at best. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.